But the thing is, overall, when it comes to bodybuilding, weight training, that's pretty fucking basic. You want to get big, train heavy and hard, eat big. You want to get in shape, eat clean, train hard. My training never changed from contest. The only thing that changed was my diet and cardio. Training, always heavy and hard. I didn't go into drop sets, triple sets. You know, I'd throw them in occasionally, but like my training wasn't to get my heart rate up and burn fat.
You're going to disappoint so many people. You're disappointing the world right now because I talk about this going, guys, it doesn't change. It's very simple. And then people, I'm an echo of what you're saying. So that's why I don't need to say much today, because I'm just a basic echo of what you're saying. But why is it that we try to tell them this? And you've been a pro since you were 20 years old, barely 20. You weren't even, you've been a pro. You've been at the top of the field, and you try to explain what you did almost 30 years ago on how to do this. Why is the world fighting that? Why do they say,
I don't know, because even
sets, I need my pyramid sets, I need my supersets, I got to be fatigued, I got to be in a deficit, I got to be cardio in the morning and night, I got to go run.
Train to failure. I train to failure all the time. Do I do
every workout, every set, failure? What are you doing?
Exactly. And you can't go too, you go heavy all the time. To me, I was like, I know you trained with Tom Platz, and I trained with Tom for 8 months. And like I said, when it comes to intensity and craziness, he's the fucking king. You remember, this was me sometimes doing shoulders with Tom. You know, you do your set of laterals. You finish. Tom's set. Five minutes late.
I got to explain this to the people. They're not going to understand. So I would do a set, leg extensions or side laterals, and I'd be tired. And then Tom would do his set. But then you had to spot Tom and force his reps and until you're already tired. And then you had to, there's nobody that trained better or crazier than Tom.
If you're doing laterals or anything, you get a burn, you can't do anymore, you stop about here. Tom would be 5 minutes later. I'm going cold waiting for my fucking set because Tom's still fucking going doing this. He got every tiny little bit, even carbs. If he's doing carb press like this and you think, okay, he stops and he starts doing little ones, he says, grab my toes. And now you're pulling on his fucking toes and he's still going like this for 5 minutes. You're like, bloody hell, Tom, stop. But I always say to Tom, make it come back. He goes, Lee, I can't. He goes, if I get in that frame of mind and shit turns on, he goes, I go crazy. Because he just had that passion and love for it. He just would be like, even when I was doing like leg extension, leg extension with Tom, you do as many as you can. Then when you can't do any more, he'll bring them up and give you forced ones. And then when you can't do any more, he'll make you bring them up, hold them, and then he'll start pushing down on it. He's like, push down on it, punch me in the face. I'll be above him like this. Because your legs are fucking
everybody watching this, you don't understand. We both trained with Tom Platz, and nobody in history, trained as intense as Tom did, and to the point where you would need 3 training partners to train with Tom, because Tom would destroy you, and then he'd make you spot him and destroy him. And it was a great learning.
The thing is, people talked about the intensity Dorian had. I would put Tom against Dorian's intensity any day, because the very first time I trained with Tom, he says, Lee, meet me at Rotondo Golds. I'm like, cool, leg day. I'm like, oh, fuck, Tom. First time training with Tom, it's legs. And we'll do on squats. We've got to do about 4 plates, 20 rep sets, then the hack squats the way he does them. And then as you do the hack squat, you come halfway down and hold it. And then he'll make you hold it there, come back up halfway down, hold it. Then he'll jump on it and start pushing it down. You've got to resist. Then we did the extensions and everything else. And at the end of it, like, I was dying inside.
It's 3-hour workouts.
And as we're leaving the gym, I was dancing down the front stairs. He looks at me and goes, you're a machine. He goes, I'd be crawling out. Now, mind you, inside I'm fucking dying, but this is Tom. I'm not showing pain here. And I think we went across the road to Ruby's Diner down there. And that night when I got home, I woke up about 1 a.m. I swear to God, I was having a heart attack. My central nervous system was that fucked up. I'm laying in bed like I was sweating. I couldn't sleep because I wouldn't show pain or anything when I was with him. But that night I went to bed and then I woke up and I just thought my whole nervous system was that fried from going through that workout. But I was acting like, it's not bothering me. That's fine. But fucking hell.
I'm cool with that. I think it's the funny thing because of the fact that I think we've learned that if I talk to my young self, I wouldn't need to train that hard to create the physique. But it was great that we did train that way. We were 20 kids, so of course we're going to train that way. And for me to tell a 20-year-old, I get it. You want to train like a beast, and you think by training to fatigue every set and every workout, that's going to make you the greatest, where it's not so.
No. The main thing I learned from Tom, as I was saying, when doing that, when they say, do you train to failure, do you go heavy, do you go light? I've always said, listen to your body. I'll go into the gym knowing, okay, I've got to do chest. So if I grab the dumbbells, and I told you they went to like the 180s. If I got the 140, I felt strong, I'd go 150. If I still felt good, I'd go 160. But the next time if I do chest, if I get the 140, I'm like, you know what, these feel heavy today. I'll just stick around the 140s. That's what I'd do. I wouldn't try and push it. Whereas some young kids, they'll bench and I might bench 3-4 plates. Next chest workout, they get to 3 and they're struggling. Oh, but last time I did 4, I've got to do 4 again. Put 4 on, then it's like, just listen to your body. It's your best guide. If you feel strong, go heavy. If you don't, back it off.
Listen to your body.
And then it's like people sometimes will do.
It's
sometimes too. I'd always change. What's that?
It's tough though.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd always change it up. Say I did the 5 same chest exercises. Say you did incline dumbbell, incline fly, flat dumbbell, crossovers, pec deck. That might be one order. Next time I did chest workout, I'd start with pec deck and then do flat dumbbell. I'd use the same exercises, but always switch it up. I'd never do them in the same order. Because you see some people come in leg day, squats first, this, that. But then if someone's in the squat rack, I'll just wait. It's like, go do extensions, come back to squats. Yep. And half the time when I did extensions first or leg press, I went to squats as sometimes my third exercise. I was actually stronger, which you'd think, oh, you would be tired and worn out. But whether just the legs were warmed up more, my back was warmed up more. Because sometimes when I went and did squats first, I'd be like, oh, my knees are a little sore. That doesn't feel right. It just felt awkward. But doing it second or third, I had some of the best leg workouts ever.
It's everything you're kind of saying is an echo. And so it's nice that when you get to the top of the field, we understand that there's a certain level you need to go to each day. And one is you got to know and listen to the body when you go in the gym. Some days you're strong and some days you feel like you're strong, but then you go in and you're weak. So just go with what your body is instead of what you think you are. And some days you go in feeling weak, and next thing you know, you have a sick PR, and you're lifting like.
I said about those days, like I said before, when they say about motivation, over those days where I've been like, oh, fuck, I don't want to go to the gym today. I just don't feel it. I get to the gym and have the best workout ever. And then I have those days where it's like legs tomorrow. I'm going to psych up, go to the gym. Worst fucking leg workout ever. It's like, I just took it as it come. And then too, I always tell people, even instinctively, say that was back day and I got to go to the gym and do back. And I get there and I'm just like, okay, deadlifts or T-bar or this. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not feeling back today. I'll go pick another body part rather than do back and just go through the motions and have a shitty workout. I'll just go pick a different body part, go do shoulders and do back the next day. So I never really, just because it was back day, if I didn't want to do it and have a shitty workout, I wouldn't do it. I'd go pick another body part. So.
Let's go back to off season so these guys really understand it. Go off season. Should it be 3 months and then you cut up? Is that how it should be, or should it be different than that?
I always did my off seasons were pretty much based on if I